In America, we have laws. And it's just accepted that as a member of American society, you will live by these laws. In West Canaan, Texas, there is another society which has its own laws.
We woke up in the Twilight Zone. West Canaan, sex and football. That's all there is.
Hey, Mom! Let's roll!
Woo! Lance, can I have your autograph? Right here?
I tell you, these players are just running around flawless.
Earl, my boy's too much trouble for you.
Oh, no, Coach.
What the hell are you doing?
Changing. Oh, come on, I'm wearing underwear. Does it really bother you?
I can handle it.
Tell me this exam's over in a few weeks.
5 more games. No more football, no more Kilmer, and if I get into Brown, no more West Canaan.
Woo! Yeah!
Come on, keep your shirt on, Billy Bob.
Get your grip on, man! I'm here to work!
It's better than football.
It's better than anything.
We do things around here my way. You're going to be second string all your life, boy. This game is 48 minutes for the next 48 years of your life. This is your opportunity
For
here.
you, playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime. But I don't want your life.
You disobey me, and I will bury you. I know about your scholarship to Brown.
Only way we're going back out in the fields without you. Kilmer said 48 minutes, the next 48 years of our lives.
I say we go out there and we'll leave it all out on the field. We got the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunity to play like gods.
Let's be heroes.
Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and coming at you with another movie review. And this review is going to be on Varsity Blues, which was released in 1999. And the film stars James Van Der Beek, Jon Voight, Paul Walker, Ron Lester, Scott Caan. You also have Amy Smart and Ali Larter. And Varsity Blues, this is a film that I have heard a lot about. The film was directed by Brian Robbins, who, of course, directed Good Burger, which is a childhood classic. Still love Good Burger to this day. He also directed Hardball, which I really enjoy as well. I know a lot of people don't like the film, but I found it enjoyable. That's the film with Keanu Reeves in it, and also Diane Lane. I find Hardball very underrated, in my opinion. He also directed The Perfect Score, which I thought was okay. And he also directed Norbit with Eddie Murphy, which Norbit is awful. Absolutely awful. He also directed Meet Dave, another movie with Eddie Murphy in it, which is a guilty pleasure for me. I kind of enjoyed Meet Dave. And he also directed 1,000 Words, which I remember being okay, in my opinion. It's another film that he directed with Eddie Murphy in it, which was released in 2012, but it was filmed in 2008. But Varsity Blues, I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a good movie. Very good performances from James Van Der Beek and Jon Voight, Paul Walker, Ron Lester. All of them did a very good job, and it has very likable characters in the football players. But basically what the film is about is it takes place in a small town in Texas called West Canaan, and it follows Jonathan Moxon, or is his nickname Mox, who is played by the late great James Van Der Beek. He is a very academic, gifted quarterback for the varsity football team, which their football team is called the West Canaan Coyotes. And he's very well liked in school. And, aside from being liked in school and people, liking him on the football team, he is just, not happy with his life. And he wants to get out and leave Texas and attend university because he wants to go to school more than play football. And he lives with his parents. His father, Sam, who is played by Thomas F. Duffy, him and James Van Der Beek's character, they don't get along. They clash because his father is obsessed with football, and he also has, a brother. James Van Der Beek's character also has a younger brother, which, his father, Sam, played by Thomas F. Duffy, he wants him also to play football when, he gets to high school. And he also has a coach named Bud Kilmer, who is played by Jon Voight, who is just a abusive asshole coach who pretty much believes in winning games at all costs, and he wants to chase after another title win. And it just follows the football team dealing with the pressures of indolence and, their obsessed, community, the people that love football, and, just dealing with their asshole abusive coach played by Jon Voight. And pretty much that's basically what the plot to the film is about. But James Van Der Beek as Jonathan Moxon, Mox, he did a very good job in the film. Really a likable character who, like I said, he just wants to go to school and not play football anymore. I like the chemistry that him and Paul Walker's character end up having. Paul Walker plays Lance Harbor, who is James Van Der Beek's character's best friend. He's also the star quarterback of the team. And we see he has an injured knee, and he's taking these pain-killing shots. And this leads Paul Walker's character injuring his knee further in the game because Jon Voight forces, him to be out there and play. You also have Billy Bob, who is played by Ron Lester, who pretty much, is the lineman. He's a overweight guy, and he ends up having a concussion. And I thought that Ron Lester, he did a good job in the role as Billy Bob, put on an amazing performance. Ron Lester, you all might know if you've seen Good Burger, he played Spatch, who really never talked in the film. He just grunted. But, there's a scene here where Ron Lester is just drinking, and, some of the facial expressions that he has when he drinks, it just, I see his character Spatch from Good Burger, during the facial expressions during that scene. But yeah, good performance from Ron Lester as Billy Bob. You also have Ali Larter in the film, where she ends up playing Darcy Sears, who is Paul Walker's character's girlfriend. She's also the captain of the cheerleading squad for the team. And you have a scene where she ends up taking a liking to James Van Der Beek's character. She ends up inviting him over to her house, and she attempts to seduce James Van Der Beek's character with a whipped cream bikini. But she ends up, James Van Der Beek's character ends up telling her, I only like you as a friend. But very early role for Ali Larter here. Of course, she would go on to be in Final Destination, and also go on to be in Heroes, which is one of my favorite shows, even though, it went downhill in the later seasons. But I still enjoyed the show, where she ended up playing Nikki Sanders and Tracy Strauss in Heroes. You also have Amy Smart, as Julie Harbour, who is Paul Walker's younger sister, who takes a liking to James Van Der Beek's character. You also have Jesse Plemons in a early role where he ends up playing Paul Walker's character's brother. So very young Jesse Plemons there. And the film is just absolutely entertaining. A lot of memorable quotes, and the shots of them playing football I thought looked really good. I liked the look of the town, and in shots it kind of reminds me of, since this was done by Brian Robbins, that he directed and he produced the film along with Mike Tollin. They worked together on Nickelodeon shows like All That, Kenan and Kel. They also produced, I think they were one of the executive producers on Smallville. And in some scenes where in the town they hang up a sign, it kind of reminds me of Smallville, just by the way how the look of the town is. But Varsity Blues, very good movie. Definitely check it out if you all haven't seen it. Very likable characters, good scenes of the characters playing football. James Van Der Beek puts on a good performance, and it's sad that 3 actors who were in this movie have all passed away. James Van Der Beek sadly passed away back in February, where he had a long battle with cancer. Ron Lester, he passed away in 2016, where he ended up dying of liver and kidney failure. And Paul Walker, of course, passed away back in 2013 in a car accident. Yeah, it's crazy watching this movie now, seeing all 3 of the top stars have passed away. But definitely check out Varsity Blues. Very good movie, very enjoyable, and it's worth the watch. But anyway, that's it for my review of Varsity Blues. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Definitely smack the like button, comment, subscribe, and until next video, I'll see you all later.